Black roll.
This shit gon' ride. My whole time. My whole time. You'll never see another nigga like this. Used to have that white bitch popping on the night shift. Now I'm one westward, sharper than an ice pick. On you rappers' necks and it's feeling like some vice grips. Yeah, that's light shit. Send my bro a kite quick. Ties of war, we ain't forget about you. Keep your light lit. Rappers can't see. Most of them scared to witness. Go on, close your eyes. There's one right here for the trenches. Bad bitches, natural hair or extensions. Hood niggas that'll probably grip like some dentures. Brothers on them fences. 23 and 1 out. Praying that commissary hit before it run out. Bitches on the gram, dog filter with their tongue out. Couldn't stay home because they found the dugout. Closed casket, burner in the low jacket. My co-captain, riding on these whole rappers. My hoes fabulous. Now I don't mean that derogatory, but I'm a player and there's no my women riding for me. I avoided Maury. I got 2 jits. If I can't make it through for them, then I'm useless. Sit down that roof, Chris, with a couple bosses. After the war, just to count our losses. It's not many. You see a smile on my face, but I'm not friendly. Gun on my waist, sipping white Henny. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Waiting on the swerve in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Living in the swerve in my whole life. My whole life. It's so melodic. When I be dropping this ebonics, this ghetto phonics, it got me on the level supersonic. My bomb atomic, and you know where you can find me. Somewhere probably folding this paper origami. My name is pure as the Sani, my wave is like a tsunami. I went from 0 to 100, feeling like Ricky Bobby. I made a deal with the Reaper. Got a couple wives, they some keepers. Talk a lot of shit, but you can't walk a mile in my sneakers. Bitches go to Miami, come home with change features. Now she got a BBL, her ass fatter. Trying to show up all them niggas that laughed at her. Now when they see her, they only wanna fuck her. They just wanna touch her, they don't wanna cuff her. They just wanna come and kick it with her like a punter. Turned her to a runner, now it's all aboard the train. Fenty on her face, but it's not concealing the pain, it's a shame. That's why I'm in the hood like some rap snacks. I know niggas kill you and your mama for a scat pack. Dark tint, matte black, they do it for half that. Had you like 90s, we see in a fucking trash bag. I'm from Philly, we don't do bank accounts, just cash app. I spit a verse and I just watch the time slow. This that guy flow, this that shit that rappers die for. This that uncut Tahoe Wall straight from Pablo Escobar. I be at the bar like Moscato. They think it's effort, but no, this that block work. Make the countermeasures, take pleasures, making an op hurt. Lighters in the sky, cause every verse is a concert. My mind work at speed y'all can't fathom. Listen to the words of a champion. The king, the streets need another anthem. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Waiting on the swerve in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know life. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Living in the swerve in my whole life. My whole life.
One West, 125th Street. Look, y'all put y'all faith in presidents like they gon' change this country. Run the league and let y'all play cause y'all gon' make a money. Fuck Obama, he ain't come here on cargo slave ship. What the fuck he do for blacks in his administration? I'm waiting, patient like a saint. Black, Hispanic, Native, they hate your ass the same. Paint Christ in they image, paint you as a slave. God ain't all love, scriptures say he hate. African soul niggas, they know we not the same. School to prison pipeline to get you off the streets. Put you in the cell, tortured to the saint. Molested as a kid, prostituted as a teen. The body product of Martin Luther King dream. They just took the yoke off, my nigga, we ain't free. We living bleak in these wastelands of poverty. If you don't know the truth, then a lie sound promising. Prophecy, gift and the curse. Dylan started killing, they was sitting in church. Black folk forgave him, man, this shit is absurd. You should never let your enemy, that shit ain't gon' work. Yeah, fuck dying on your knees, you better die in glory. Man, I joined the UPK, taught me the art of warring. I took a nigga life like mine to be recognized. I feel that pain every day, it can't be reconciled. Pops banging, my sister a prostitute. My brother got life, and somehow I still found the truth. War ready, no cowards, no excuse. Fuck reparations, you can't bandage no open wounds. Blood on the leaves, body swing hung from a noose. I was on a run in Nashville and I found the truth. I called the school, classes being held by the shock on my life. I want to be a gangster like a God. Do this for my brothers, real brotherhood. Everything we do, we got it out this book. My nigga, I can never be no African. UPK the only authorized acronym. I'm passionate about my brothers and sisters. We in hell, I ain't got nothing against them. That's another religion. If it ain't under your honor, ain't he murdered by them and got a hug from your honor. That's the way out for a coward in my observation. They don't fear the Lord, they indoctrinated. Wolves in sheep clothing, Joe Osteen. Real priests bringing back black royalty. One West on my headpiece, ranking order. Can't let them trick me off the streets, I gotta raise my daughter. I got brothers at the border ducking ice agents. I got the name change, it was life changing. My family thought it was a game. Put on all black, they said I was going through a phase. There's more of us in jail than it was slaves. Chose by the Lord, we could never be the same. Soon as they born, the wicked go astray. They left the truth, they wasn't with us anyway. Niggas weak, they just saying anything to be truthful. We don't want no cowards anyway. Look, coronavirus, that's a plague. You don't get too much sleep when you waking up the dead. First camp, I cut off all my dreads. I took an oath when that oil hit my head. Niggas capping like they lids. I'm a priest, I never stick no fork in no pig. I was dead till I found out how to live. This brotherhood taught me how to be a man. I came back to my roots, I had to dig. A couple gaps I had to bridge. I got a rib, I'm married to this work. You wanna serve the Lord, he ain't in the Christian church. Came back to my roots, I had to dig. A couple gaps I had to bridge. I got a rib, I'm married to this work. You wanna serve the Lord, he ain't in the Christian church.
If you wanna get down on, put your boots on, start stepping. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood I lay my life down right now for all my sisters and brothers, because I love them. I see them dapping and hug them. It's amazing to see how well we adapt from the struggle. Born again from a life of sin, trapped in the gutter. My mind frame was to kill my own kind. Feeling inferior, waking up ready to die. Run with them killers, so it's just a matter of time. For I take your life or let you take mine. That's when I realized the slaves killing slaves while the white man live to get old. We in them graves, the shit got me feeling plain. I opened the Bible, went through them records, found out we was royalty, a nation to be respected. But in this world we rejected, we hated for our complexion. Still to get accepted, we hear the truth and reject it. But love is getting corrected, and all my niggas correct me. The commandments, the foundation we erected. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Hey, hey. Hey, hey.
Shalom, Lord Christ. I'm Precinct Officer Shalak Ya'ala, coming to you out of ISUPK Cleveland. Got my man here.
Shalom, Lord Christ. I am Bakiyar Gabar out of ISUPK under Commanding Junior Hunter.
And you know, we coming to you every Monday night for the history class. I want everybody to know. You heard us just introduce ourselves as with our name and who we are. Just really want you to know that we out of ISUPK. You see that name, you hear that name. That's the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, where we started out of 1 West 125th Street up in Harlem, New York. Been around since 1969. You heard my brother Bakiyar already mention the name. Commanding General Yohana, that's who we up under. You see that acronym, that name, ISUPK. You know we up under Commanding General Yohana, holding the fort down. Like I said, it's been around since 1969. Commanding General Yohana been in the ISUPK since 1984 and still rocking, still holding this thing down. Him and the generals, making sure we got all the information we need so we can get these classes off, so we can have pretty much do everything that we do around here. I just want to let everybody know that it's very important that you tune in to these classes. You understand? Because we got information going out to our people. Make no mistake, when I say our people, I'm talking about the Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You understand? That's the 12 lost tribes of Israel, who was scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. And in particular, I'm referring right here to the Americas. That's North, Central, and South America. You understand? So those are our people. That's who we're teaching to. Them same people you see ICE coming after and deporting our people, them is our people. You understand? It's not just blacks, it's the Hispanics and natives as well. So we just want everybody to see. Now we starting to see, Bakiyar, these other nations are starting to feel how it feel to be black, starting to feel how it feel to be Hispanic, starting to feel how it feel to be native. You understand? ICE up here murking their own. It's crazy right here, man. And of course, I'm not laughing at nobody, you know, being murked out here or unalive, because ain't nothing funny about that. But it's it's just crazy how, you know, we can get murked every damn day of these other nations' lives, and it don't mean a pot of beans to them. It don't mean nothing to them. You understand? You'll go in the office at work, or you'll go to wherever you work, and you'll see the other nations there, white folks in particular, won't mention one word about what happened to George, or what happened to Brianna, or what happened to anybody, Aubrey, anybody that stuff went down. We don't hear one word, not one word is uttered. You know what I'm saying? And on the flip side of that, I remember when that actress from the Golden Girls, Betty White, when she died. Oh, that was the big talk up in there. You understand? Then when our sister Cicely Tyson died, nothing.
Right.
I made it a point though. I made it a point to mention her name, and I just got eyes looked at me. You understand? But I'm gonna hold it down every time. I'm the only ink spot up in there.
Right. I'm sure they asked you, well, what did she play in?
Oh yeah, and some of them knew who. Some of them actually knew who she was.
Oh, okay. I'm surprised.
Of course they ain't gonna acknowledge her.
Right.
You know, her and you know guys like Sidney Poitier and people like that. They're not getting that type of acknowledgement from them. You understand? So now they just got a small little taste of what it feel like to be in our shoes and have to deal with these authorities out here. You understand? So they letting them know that and they like to unalive people so much that they've been getting in a lot of trouble for unaliving us. You know, guys losing their jobs and getting shipped off somewhere else and things of that nature. And like you see, what's the young man that they murked up in they unalived up in Cleveland? Tamir. That cop can't get a job to save his damn life. Tamir's mom, she finds out where he moved to and where he go, and she on their ass big time. Pause. That dude ain't working nowhere when it got the and he keep trying to get cop jobs.
Yeah.
So she all on him, so he can't get a job nowhere. See, and they ain't knowing how to handle that. So what are they doing now? They starting on their own people. They didn't kill 2 people in a matter of a couple of weeks apart.
Yep.
Something like that. Both in Minnesota. So that's real heavy out here.
Yeah, you got the what's going on, the Samayans up there? What's going on in Minnesota?
Yeah, they got all kind of stuff going on.
Diabolical stuff going on up there.
Yeah,
people having fake daycares and trying to game the system. I'm like, man.
Yeah, Minnesota got a lot going on.
Yeah, they got a lot going on up there.
A lot of stuff they try to keep covered, but it makes its way out through the media anyway. You understand? And that's just heavy in itself. For those of you watching, especially for you Ohioans, you guys know what I'm talking about. But for those that are not in Ohio watching our class tonight, right here in Northern Ohio, man, we just got hit with the bop gun with this snow, man. The snow, man, out here shoveling. My rib was out there doing some shoveling yesterday. It was about 11 inches. I go out today. It was about a good 10 inches again, 9-10 inches or something like that. And she even came out with me again today. And down towards the bottom of our damn drive, man, it was like boulders of snow down there because of them damn salt trucks. When they come by the road, come down our road, splash all that crap over, man, and it make it so much harder to shovel up because it's just piled in, man. It was crazy. It had my back acting crazy out there, man. So, but man, this snow hit us good. So I know people being like Colorado and Minnesota and New York and Buffalo. Man, I've been feeling like I've been in Buffalo these last 2 days with how we've been getting hit. You know, Buffalo get it. They get hit real hard. They snow come up to your damn, up over your head at your damn door. You open your door up, that's snow high, man. So shout out to Captain Azanier and my nigga Yaquataza up there in Buffalo. They be having to deal with that type of snow. So I guess I can't complain too much the way them brothers be dealing with that snow up there. But yeah, everybody tuning in, man. I know it's important, man, especially all ISUPK. All Blacks, Hispanics, and Natives is welcome as well. We're gonna have our Passover coming up here in April. And it's just important that everybody, you know, pay their Passover fee. That's the $200. You go to ISUPK.com, pay that $200. Pay that Passover fee, man. Everybody welcome. If you Black, Hispanic, Native, you welcome to come to the Passover, man. Just go ahead and pay that fee and come on in and have a great time with your people, man. Look around the room and see everybody looking like you in there. That's powerful in itself, man. Yeah, I know I know there's a list I put up on IG today. I even put one up on Telegram and stuff like that. Bakiar, can you read off what's going on throughout that week, the itinerary?
Yeah, let me open up my Telegram.
Open it up.
Quick.
Yeah.
Let's see.
They already got it set up down there in Houston, Texas. Yes.
Yep, Passover kickoff, lamb slaughter.
Mm-hmm.
Round table of truth, Cross the Line Radio.
Mm-hmm. All in one.
All in one. That's that Wednesday, April 1st. And then the Passover is that Thursday, April 2nd. Annual Passover Kids Party, Scripture Breakdown Class, All Black Party, Friday, April 3rd. And then Passover Brunch, Saturday, April 4th. And then you got the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. Yep. BH Ranch, 5 p.m. Feast of Unleavened Bread.
And that's on Sunday, the day after, right?
That's Sunday.
Okay, yeah, that'll they had that, and that'll close out the whole week of all the events going on. So you just heard the brother read all the events going on. Anybody don't have that, go on the IG. You go on my page on IG, you can pull it up. But it's a lot of brothers starting to have it in there now. Or you can go on Telegram, whatever. Go on Ohio, go on Detroit. It's up there, man. So yeah, pay your Passover fees. Get ready. Go down to that Passover, man. It's heavy. And it's something that we have to keep. It's a holy day, a high holy day. Probably one of the highest holy days. You understand? So definitely got to be a part of that, especially as priests. Who we got in the chat? Shout out to the chat. See, we got my rib in there. Now I'm a shy, like clockwork. Okay. See Malaka, my rib. Not a buy in there as well. All right. Okay, what we think not about, just put something up down here. Let's see what she got. Sisters, we pulling up with all boots, no heels this Passover. Okay, we going to Houston in style, huh? Just without the horse, you going in with the boots though. I see it. That's what's up, man. Going Houston in style. Hold Houston all the way down for sure. Houston gonna hold us down too. The Passover. So we'll see what's up with that. Yeah, Malakama should be coming in. You seen him come up briefly there for a quick second. I think he was having some issues with his internet. So as that brother trying to get that worked out, we're gonna go ahead and do what we got to do for this Monday night history class. You probably seen it when I put it out there for the upcoming. Tonight's class is going to be called "Never Trust Thine Enemies," and of course that's a passage taken out of the Bible, out of Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha. You understand, in the 12th chapter. So, and we will get to that actual verse at some point this evening. Let me go ahead and get these slides up here. Remove this one out the way. Stop the screen on that. All right, as you can see, never trust thine enemies. Always keep an eye out for your enemy. You don't want no sneak ups on you. One thing about the ISUPK, we will have no Dylan Roofs coming into our schools and unaliving anybody. We gonna know when you come around, when you get there, you're gonna get searched, you're gonna get checked. You ain't coming with no surprises on UPK. Just know that. And know this, we are not a Christian church. Understand that. We the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. We're Israelites, you understand? Under the Most High God. And we're priests. And we follow the law, statutes, and commandments, you understand? And when we do that, we had a Lord on our side, you understand? So just know that. And with that said, That's the reason why we can never and will never trust thine enemies. Understand that. Now, where we going with this? Now, there's a sister that everybody should be aware of and know about now. This sister had passed away a while back ago, but left us with some prayers, you understand? The sister Maya Angelou, you understand? I got hip to her a long time ago with my Rib's mother. She was into reading a lot of books, poems, things of that nature. And this sister right here was somebody she kept up with, and she hit me too more than 30 years ago, you understand? So I'm just telling them, stand on the powerful, I stand on this powerful quote, Israel, by Maya Angelou, when she says, when someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. You understand? This goes along with that fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. You understand? But common sense says, when you know who your enemy is and what he or she is about, never trust them again. Stay on alert and always be prepared to defend yourself from this evil bastard. You understand? That white man has showed us for centuries just exactly who he is. He don't care nothing about no black, no Hispanic, or no Native American. You understand that? Don't care nothing about us. And neither do any of them other nations outside of us. You understand? Following their path. So just understand, when someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time, because they're not going to change. You understand? A leopard don't change its spots. Zebra don't change its stripes. Now, one would think, what is an enemy? Well, an enemy is a person who feels hatred for, somebody that feels hatred towards you. You understand? Fosters harmful designs against or engages in antagonistic activities against another, an adversary or an opponent. I'm sorry, an adversary or an opponent. A person who is actively opposed or hostile to someone or something. You understand? The traditional enemies of his tribe. So a hostile nation or its armed forces or citizens, especially in time of war, which is the noun is the enemy. The enemy shot down four helicopters. See that? He shot down 4 helicopters. A thing that harms or weakens something else. Routine is the enemy of art. So we're starting to get the picture of what the enemy is. You understand? Biblically, what is the enemy? Well, according to the Bible, an enemy can be a spiritual adversary, like Satan, which you all heard about growing up, or people who actively persecute believers. You understand? Or even anyone who resists the Most High's will, including those who disobey his laws, statutes, and commandments, or spurn his grace. You understand that? See, spiritual enemies, like I just mentioned, this was Satan. Most of you would call him the devil. You know that he's the master deceiver, right? We know who that deceiver is here on earth. That's that damn white man. Let's be clear on that. Described as the wicked one, accuser, liar, adversary, who oppose God and seeks to harm humanity. You understand? Sin. Oh yeah, sin is our enemy too. And anybody that do it. Believers' own sin and sinful nature are seen as enemies that wage spiritual war against the soul. See that? Sin can wage spiritual war on you because your body, your flesh wants some of these sins so bad that it wages war with you. Like you go back and forth, like, you know, it's like that old cartoon. You see the devil on one shoulder, the angel on the other shoulder. You understand? Just be leery of it. But see, that's what happened when you get up in ISUPK and under Commander General Yohana, and you start following these laws, statutes, commandments, and it start becoming a part of your daily life, how you live life daily. Like you don't even got to think about it. Just live that way. Do what we're supposed to do from the gate. Then you won't have to worry about these things. You understand? And then the Most High is on your side. But when you choose to battle with yourself and your flesh, then crazy things is going to start happening to you. So what we got here? Okay.
Friend or foe scriptures.
What's that?
We got the friend or foe scriptures.
Well, what we got this one more. What is an enemy in biblical terms? The continuation. It says human enemies, persecutors, people who attack or oppose Israelites for their faith. And then this other one is those who resist the Most High, individuals who disobey God's commandments or his commands, reject his son, or turn away from his laws, statutes, and commandments. Those are enemies. Keep that in mind. Okay, now where were you at, Makia?
Ecclesiasticus chapter 12, verse 8. A friend cannot be known in prosperity, and an enemy cannot be hidden in adversity.
That's heavy.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 12, verse 9. In the prosperity of a man, enemies will be grieved, but in his adversity, even a friend will depart.
See that? So you got to really be careful who your friends are or who you claim as a friend. You understand? Because it lightly mentioned it in both of these scriptures. A friend cannot be known in prosperity, right? So just because somebody breaking you off some money or something like that, breaking you off with some gifts, anything like that, that don't necessarily make him your friend. And an enemy cannot be hidden in adversity. You understand? So if you got some kind of adversity going on and you got the white dude or whatever dude saying, oh man, I'm going to help you out, man. You know, some of my best friends are black. You know what I mean? I'm not going to let you go through this, buddy. I got your back. So this is telling you, you got to pay real close attention to some snakes out there to try to act like they're your friend. That second scripture Bakiar read in verse 9 in Ecclesiasticus, the 12th chapter. In the prosperity of a man, enemies will be grieved, but in his adversity, even a friend will depart. See that? See, when stuff start going bad in your life, what this scripture is saying, that's when you're going to learn who your real friends are. That's exactly when you're going to learn who your real friends are. Somebody going to have your back. Somebody going to stand with you. Somebody going to check on you, make sure you good. Let's see what we got next.
Prove a friend scriptures. Ecclesiasticus chapter 6, verse 7. If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first and be not hasty to credit him. Verse 13. Separate thyself from thine enemies and take heed of thy friends. 14.
Take heed of them.
Verse 14. A faithful friend is a strong defense, and he that hath found such and one hath found a treasure.
So just when you get a friend that you know got your back, that really look out for you, that's a strong defense. Be grateful for that. That's a treasure the scripture is telling you. You understand? Separate thyself from thy enemies and take heed of these friends. So that's what that's saying. Okay, go ahead.
Verse 15. Nothing doeth contravene a faithful friend, and his excellency is invaluable.
Invaluable. That said it all right there.
Yep. Verse 16. A faithful friend is the medicine of life, and they that fear the Lord shall find him.
See that? See, this is basically saying you got to be friends with people that's like-minded. Your friends have to be like-minded, be like you. They have to love the Lord like you love the Lord. Follow the Lord like you follow the Lord. Have the same type of thoughts that you do when it comes to this type of thing. Or that's not really a friend. Keep going.
Verse 17. Whoso feareth the Lord shall direct his friendship aright, for as he is, so shall his neighbor be also.
That's heavy right there. And I had to add these scriptures because it's important to never trust thine enemies. It's very important to know just what a friend is and who a friend is and what a friend is about and what a friend should be. This is heavy right here. So you got to know this first to even know what type of enemy you're dealing with. But never trust thine enemies. Let's see where we're going with this next. Here are some examples of trusting our enemies that went wrong. Let's see what we talk about here. All hell broke on black folks for the moment we arrived here in this country. You understand? It happened on the boats, actually. Damn sure happened way worse once we got off the damn boats. But when we talk about the turmoil Black Americans have faced since arriving in this country in slave ships, we often skip over a chapter in which gruesome violence burned entire Black communities to the ground without consequence. Whole neighborhoods, businesses, families, neighbors, churches gone at the hands of an angry white mobs. You understand? 103 years after the devastating Tulsa Race Massacre back in 1921, the nation still struggles to even acknowledge its past and the violence Black Americans faced at the hands of its white citizens. See, because they don't talk about this. You see all these TV shows and all these memory things about 9/11 and all these certain things. You don't never see anything about the Tulsa Race Massacre, what we all call Black Wall Street. That's what it was at one time before our people got massacred against. You understand? Got put to death, got businesses burnt down, got a whole half of that city that we ran, all got burnt down because they were scared of how huge we were getting. We didn't need their dollar. We didn't need nothing from them. They told us to stay on our side of town, use our own bathrooms, work our own jobs, go to your own grocery stores, go to your own colleges, fly on your own airplanes, ride in the city on your own buses. So guess what we did? We did all that. We started our own businesses and got bigger than them. And then that's when that bastard went and got the government along with the KKK, and they sent a National Guard to destroy us and destroy our dollar. You understand? So when this say never trust thine enemy, this is super heavy right here and listening to that fact. Let's keep going. Let's see. James Weldon Johnson, the writer of the Black National Anthem. You notice, let me stop there for a second. You notice when it comes to the Black National Anthem, Bakiar, you've been seeing that a lot at football games in the National Football League. Remember, it used to just be the American National Anthem. You understand? And in some cases, like with basketball, you might hear the American and the Canadian National Anthem. Well, recently in the NFL, they've been adding what you call the Black National Anthem, what used to get sang a lot in churches, Black churches. So people are saying, man, why does this song, what does this have to do with sports? Well, what does the regular national anthem have to do with sports?
God.
Right? So it's, in fact, that regular national anthem is racist as hell when you really listen to all the verses.
Right.
They don't even add all the other verses.
No, right.
You know what I'm saying? But this brother here, I had to add this because of this reason. This is James Weldon Johnson, writer of the Black National Anthem, coined the term Red Summer to describe the summer months of 1919 because of the surge and racial violence Black Americans face here in this country. Never trust thine enemies. Here, we remember some of the known race massacres that took place on this land. Look at this chart in my next slide. And some of you may be aware of these, and some of you may not. For those of you that are not aware, let's take a look at this chart. Now, every last one of these that you see on this chart, what I'm getting ready to bring up, was a massacre that happened to us from white folks. Just like Tulsa, the Black Wall Street, all these cities, Black folks started. We don't need nobody. When we get together and we work together, major things start happening. You know that scripture where there are two or more praying in my name, there I am in the midst, the Lord says. Well, that's what we did. We had thousands coming together. So he was definitely in the midst of us, and we was growing heavy. They couldn't take it. They couldn't take it. They thought once they let us out of slavery, if they take certain rights from us and things like that, wouldn't allow us to vote, nothing like that. They was like, they'll never make it. They'll want to come back to us and work for free. No, 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 no. We showed you what we about and what we do. And we got heavy and built up these places. And let's go and see all these massacres that these people did in here. And we're going to cover about 10 of them, but I just want you to see them on this chart. Let's take a look at it. I'm going to make it big for the people watching, viewing in. Let me make it out. Take us off of it. Look at this. Black massacres that happened right here in the good old United States of America. Look at that. You got the Chicago massacre in 1919, Springfield 1908, Tulsa 1921. We just talked about. Everybody hear about the Black Wall Street all the time, but we're gonna show you it wasn't just Black Wall Street. They like to stop there at Black Wall Street, or every once in a while you hear them talk about Rosewood, which you see on this chart, 1923. But it wasn't just those two, as you can see. Vicksburg, 1874. Slocum in 1910. Colfax, another huge one, 1873. Just look at all these, man. Washington, 1919. Philadelphia, 1985. Detroit, 1943. New York, 1863. These are towns we was running. Charleston, 2015. Yeah, you just keep looking at everything, man. New Orleans, we had some stuff going on in New Orleans back in the latter part of the 1800s. You still see a lot of Black folks down in New Orleans to this day, but we was running stuff. And what happened was, it's kind of just like with the Native Americans, Bakiar. This damn white man made a treaty, you understand? Which he never stick to his treaties when it comes to our people, Blacks, Hispanics, and Natives. Every time he do a so-called treaty, it never sticks. Okay, we're going to let you guys have this side, have this town, and you can go in and you can, whatever side of town is yours, that's yours. We're not going to bother you. Long as you stay on your side of town and do your thing in your neighborhoods, we're good. Native Americans, we want you on that side of the Mississippi after we done killed 77 million of you. We want you on that side of the Mississippi. As long as you stay over there, everything is yours. We're going to even give you some reservations, but don't give them no kind of help. And they don't understand that. This whole entire country was the natives. You understand? And they knew how to navigate in this country and do things because they had all the resources that belonged to them. Well, that bastard that came here took all of their resources, you understand, and then say, hey, well, here goes some reservations for you. You can have that land right there. Well, what good is the land if you can't make use of the resources? If they took all your damn resources, killed all your damn buffaloes where you can't eat, can't make clothes out of, teepees, all kind of things. It's just diabolical what this white man has done to us in this country, man. And I know people get tired. Well, you always talk about the white man, man. Slavery been over with. No, slavery has never ended for us. Never. You just heard me say Native Americans are on reservations. That's just another word for a plantation. This whole entire country was theirs before we came over here on the boats. They had already came in the 1400s. We came in 1619. They were here since the 1400s. Before any man has ever touched this land. Indians was here, Native Indians, our brothers Gad and Reuben. You understand? They were right here in the United States, having a great time. Everything was going great for them. You understand? They figured out how to do everything that people do to this day on this land themselves, because that's what our people do. So these white people that had treaties with them, and of course didn't stick with them. When we started blowing up in these big towns that you seen on here, on this chart, where these massacres took place, it's because that white man had treaties with us. He promised to leave us alone and let us do our own thing. Now, you know, what was that? A couple weeks ago, we had a class. We was talking about how the Chinese, Koreans, Italians, all these different groups, they come in here, they give them their side of town, but they provide resources for them and let them prosper, and they even help them and plug them. But with us, they just say, yeah, you can have that side of town. We ain't giving you no resources, no nothing. You got to figure it out. Well, we figured it out. In all these towns you see right on here, and they came and destroyed us because they never wanted us. But see, in their mind, we going to take over and take them over, right? What they didn't realize was we weren't even thinking about them. We just want you to leave us alone and let us do our thing. But this is heavy, man. Let's go and we're going to tap into some of these massacres. I obviously, I don't got all night, so I can't break down every single one that you have on here, but I'm just going to give you a quick little piece of, you know, stuff that went on with all these massacres on here. The brother, precinct officer, 500 Malakama, he seemed like he ain't getting on here with us, so he's probably still having some issues. So me and Baki are going to work it out. Baki, you can read one, and then I can read one. We can just go back and forth, and then we get to the scriptures. We'll just let you knock them out while I break stuff down. So let's go to this one here. Let me see what we got after this. Okay, yeah, we'll start with Rosewood. All right. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna read this one.
Okay.
And then you can start reading on Rosewood, and then I'll go after the one after that, and so on and so forth. So what it's saying right here, these massacres occurred after slavery because the white man never wanted us to be free. He never wanted us free. You understand? That proclamation, what's that? Emancipation Proclamation, that was another form of a treaty. You understand? We got freed, and he never wanted it. So the summer of 1919 came months after the end of World War I. During this time, there was a reemergence of the Ku Klux Klan after the white supremacy group disbanded after the Civil War. Black veterans returning home from World War I and II were often victims of white lynch mobs. They never wanted us free. White lynch mobs, who historians say felt threatened by the social mobility of black people. Didn't I just mention this when we was on the last thing? I said they never wanted us to get too big because they was thinking like we was going to take them over or something like that. But they don't understand we don't think like they think. They didn't want us to ever blow up and do anything on our own. And so the summer of 1919 was the 3 years into the Great Migration, where droves of black people fled to northern cities in search of economic opportunity and safety. In addition to the violence and racist ideology that took hold in the former slaveholding states, a boll weevil infestation crippled the cotton economy, damaging the livelihoods of thousands of sharecroppers across the South. And that was heavy in itself. Even before Red Summer, the period after the Civil War known as Reconstruction saw a surge in black political power, and predominantly black communities where businesses, schools, and people thrived. But guess what? Mob violence and massacres and an early form of mass incarceration. Sound familiar? The convict leasing program suppressed black people who had gained their freedom after centuries of slavery. So when you hear, all right, I'm gonna read that last part in a second. So when you hear our brothers and sisters say prisons ain't nothing but the new slavery for blacks, Hispanics, and natives, you just seen it in there with what I just read. They said, okay, we can't keep them in slavery on these plantations and make it work for us. We're gonna do the same thing in prison houses. So what this white man started doing, he went and started buying and making prisons for quote unquote convicts, as we read in there, right? And his goal was to make us be in slavery, but through the prison system. See, and in this way, won't nobody say nothing bad about it, because we'll just accuse them of doing something bad, like killing somebody or robbing something, and say, oh yeah, it was him that did it, even without no witnesses, right? Look at all these black men that spent 30 years in jail. And then they, all of a sudden, somebody found out that it wasn't them and they get them free, right? They do this stuff on purpose because they want us, they never wanted us to be free. So anything they can do to get us hemmed up, witnesses or not, they're going to do just that. This is why you got to get in this ISUPK up under the Commanding General Yohana and come to your senses, and let's get busy with being up under the Most High and keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. You understand? So he can be with us. He'll be in the midst of us for any type of danger, right? For any type of enemy, but never, ever trust thine enemies. You read that last little part and we'll get into Rosewood. And so here is a look at some of the race massacres that we know about. Death tolls recorded are estimates, since many of the massacres were downplayed or ignored. So let's see what we got. Let's see what we're gonna go into. It's a very, and just as if you ain't figured it out by now, chat and everybody watching online, this is a very educational and informal class here. I try to do that a lot in my classes. It's something I try to stick by, because the goal is to teach our people. You understand? So we need to teach them what they probably wasn't aware of. So right here we got Rosewood.
Rosewood, Florida, 1923.
Mm-hmm.
From January 1st, 1923 to January 7th, a white mob shot, lynched, and killed residents of the black town of Rosewood, Florida. A white woman, Fannie Taylor, claimed a black man broke into her home and assaulted her, igniting her husband, James Taylor, and throng of white citizens, including members of the Ku Klux Klan, to search Rosewood for the man. At the end of the violence, dozens were left killed, and all the citizens were permanently driven out of the town. In 1997, the late John Singleton directed a film about the massacre entitled Rosewood, starring Ving Rhames.
Yes, great movie, and that told a story. But even the late great John Singleton, even though he did such a great thing with that movie and put some stuff out there, a lot of our people didn't even know that was a true story, and he didn't get to cover like a whole lot of stuff that took place, because you only got, hour and a half, 2 hours to do a movie, so you can only cover so much. You understand? But John did an excellent job with that movie. But what was the goal of this white man? Right? It was in that last sentence. It said, at the end of violence, dozens were left killed, and all of the citizens were permanently driven out of the town. That's the goal. They want to drive you out of that town, put you on a crazy part of town where you can't afford, but then you got to keep coming to them begging for stuff. That's the thing. Once we stop begging for them, then they get scared. You understand? This is why we got to come back up under the Most High. Let's see what we got next. So this is what took place in Atlanta, Georgia in 1906. Now, Atlanta, Georgia wasn't that Atlanta, Georgia you see right now with all our folks down there prospering. You understand? That's like Black Hollywood now. You understand? Bunch of actors, singers, you name it. Celebrities all alike. They're down there doing their thing. And just even normal people that are not celebrities doing great down there with careers. You understand? Bunch of black folks down there, restaurants, you name it. They got it going on down there, right? But in 1906, on September 22nd, to be exact, on 1906, a mob of white citizens began a 2-day massacre of black citizens in Atlanta, Georgia. The emergence of a black elite class fueled tensions among white people who felt threatened by the growing number of black people living in the city. So between political tension and the white elites' attempt to remain in power, unsubstantiated claims that 4 white women had been assaulted by black men. Here we go with the Beckys. They always use them to try to catch us up. You understand? If you do your history, they always use that white woman to try to catch us up in something that she done lied about, just so they can unalive us. You understand? But let's keep going. I'll read that part again. Unsubstantiated claims that 4 white women had been assaulted by black men sent the city into the days of violence that targeted black people. In addition to the death and destruction, the black economy also suffered as a result of the massacre. So what you see right here was black folks that was thriving, doing their damn thing in this town, right, of Atlanta, like they're doing today. And this is why these people better start watching out, because we're getting too big down there. This is why you need to come back up under the Most High, get in the ISUPK. We got it down there in Atlanta. Because once they start seeing us do good and thriving, then that's when they send the white woman. You understand? They send the white woman. Oh, how you doing? You're so sexy, blah, 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 blah. Right? They send their Kim Kardashian up in there so people could jump on her, right? And then this type of stuff will take place as soon as she lie to them. Then they're going to come bombing and destroying everything we got down there. This is a movie that has been played over and over and over again. Nothing new up under the sun. Just wanted to let everybody know that, man. That's huge. And you don't see. This is going to have mad consistency with each one of these stories. I only did about 10 of them. You see, we had about what, 30, 40 different cities on that map. I mean, on that chart, right? I only got to do 10 of them because we ain't got all that time to do it. But I just want people to understand this is heavy, man. Our people, we the greatest people ever. We really are. And that's why the Most High set us apart. And that's why he put us above all nations upon the earth. You understand?
Not some.
Not some.
Not all. Some. Above all.
Above all nations on the earth. Okay, let's see what we got next. Let's keep going.
We got Colfax, Louisiana, 1873.
Yes,
in 1872, after an event split across racial lines led to a Republican candidate for Louisiana governor getting the backing of then President Ulysses S. Grant, a disgruntled white mob formed a white supremacist group called the White League. The group terrorized black people across the state. In April 1873, a militia of black men took control of the Grant Parish courthouse to protect local power from being overthrown. A group of 150 white men made of white leaguers, members of the Klan, and former Confederate soldiers surrounded the courthouse. Gunfire was exchanged, and estimates 60 to 120 black men were killed.
See that? Even when we try to fight for ourselves for some bullshit that they done did to us to try to destroy what we worked so hard to build up. They get more people to bring in like armies of people and overtake us and kill us. And this is all because of black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man. This is all because of our disobedience and us getting away from the Most High's law, statutes, and commandments. And I know that sounds simple, right? But it's heavy to the Most High. The Most High turned his back on us and allowed these types of things to happen to us because we continue to disobey him and disobey his ordinances. And so he let us see that without him, nothing is possible when it comes to dealing with this enemy. You understand? Never trust thine enemy. That treaty he gave you, even in Colfax, Louisiana, that treaty he gave you, okay, y'all can have your little town, just stay over there. Oh, no. Y'all getting too big. We got to go shut that thing down. Come back up under the Most High, man. Well, there are two or more agreeing, he going to be in the midst of us. That's all I got to say about it. Let's see what we got here next. We're going to keep going, try to get these out the way. Okay, here we go. This is Wilmington, North Carolina. For you Michael Jordan fans, that's where Michael Jordan is from originally, Wilmington, North Carolina. But this is Wilmington, North Carolina in 1898. See, Wilmington, they had it going on down there, man. And at one point. And they even had it going on even when Michael was growing up. Mike grew up middle class. You know, his dad and mom had money. You understand? So that's why Mike don't know nothing about the projects. He don't know nothing about the hood. He don't know nothing about none of that. He didn't grow up around none of that. He grew up in Wilmington, North Carolina on the nice side. You understand? But not during this time. This was heavy right here in 1898. Probably Michael Jordan's grandparents was around this time. You understand? But let's get into it. Wilmington, North Carolina, 1898. The nearly forgotten 1898 massacre in Wilmington, North Carolina, which you hear nobody talk about to this day. None of these we went over you hear talk about, except for Tulsa, Oklahoma, and Rosewood. You don't hear them talk about nothing else because they don't think nothing else existed. This white man is diabolical as hell. And he the devil that the Bible speak of. We showing you why. Y'all hate when we say that, but we showing you why. Nearly forgotten 1898 massacre in Wilmington, North Carolina was the result of a coordinated statewide attack on black newspapers. Wilmington was the state's most populous city at the time and had a thriving black population. Alexander Manley, owner and operator of the Daily, reported had published an op-ed directly addressing a white-owned paper, racially charged article, grasping at political power. A white mob targeted mainly, surrounded the city and killed at least 24 black men. Though some estimate the death toll in the hundreds, they killed us down there big time. They don't like us having no kind of success and no kind of way that outshines them. You understand? Because they compare themselves to us, and they've been doing it since the womb. We know the story. Jacob and Esau been doing it since the womb. We've been at war with this white man since the womb, and it will never stop until we come back up under the Most High. You understand? Get in this ISUPK, man. We'll show you how to do it effortlessly. Let's see.
We got Elaine, Arkansas. Elaine, Arkansas, 1919. Out of fear of what black people organizing could do, a white mob in Elaine, Arkansas fired shots into a church where a group of black farmers were meeting. The farmers inside returned fire, and in the gunfight, a white man was killed. The white men spread rumors of the group of black men was spearheading an insurrection, prompting the governor to deploy soldiers to kill any Negro refused to surrender immediately.
See that? If it's not the white woman, it's a white man lying on you. Keep going.
The soldiers went beyond their orders, and at least 200 black people were killed. An official count of the number of black people killed during the massacre was never recorded.
They don't want you to know that number.
Yes, Khan. In the chaos of the soldiers and mob, 5 white people died, which led to the black men going on trial and Supreme Court decisions that paved the way of due process rights. Read more about the trial and its impact here.
See that? They're going to definitely always take away due process because they're going to just, they make up laws as they go on when it comes to us. For you black, Hispanics, and natives out there, I want you to know, and you natives especially, because y'all was here even before we came over here to join you, you understand? Even though we didn't come over here on our own will, like you guys did. Know this, when it comes to that white man, that devil, we are not citizens here. You understand? We are denizens. Look that word up. Denizens. That's a Backyard, real quick. Look that word up real quick. We ain't gonna keep the people guessing. Denizens, not citizens. I want people on here to understand what that word denizens means. Denizen of the United States of America. I don't know if it's DENAZEN. So I don't know how to spell it, but I just want people to know I ain't talking outside of my neck. You know what I'm saying? Making stuff up as I go on. We're not looked at as real citizens here in this country. You understand? We're denizens. That's what we are. Let me see if I can find the spelling of that. Because it's messing with me real quick. I got to get it out. Bear with me 1 second, guys. We're gonna keep the class going. But this is heavy. When stuff come out, we got to bring it out. Let's see. Denizen.
Yeah, I'm not finding it, sir.
DENIZEN, I believe. Let me see. Okay, I got it. I got it right here. Now check this out. A denizen, DENIZEN, an inhabitant or occupant of a particular place. Denizens of field and forest, right? Let's get into the historical part of it. Second explanation of a denizen. A foreigner allowed certain rights in the adopted country. Do that hit home or what? So that's what we are. And that's how they look at us. We're a foreigner who allowed certain rights in this adopted country. Because we're not from here originally. You understand? Our ancestors, we're not from here originally. We come from Jerusalem. You understand? And when you talk about all the 12 tribes of Israel, we come from North and South Jerusalem. If you talk about blacks, let's say Jamaicans, anybody in the West Indies, and blacks and Haitians, which our Hebrew nationality would be the tribes of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. We come from the southern part of Jerusalem in Israel. You understand? And all the rest of the natives and Hispanics all come from the northern part of Jerusalem. You understand? So that's where we're from. But we were brought here on cargo slave ships. You understand? And now the slavery, cattle slavery, I should say, is over with. We're denizens. We're not citizens. We're denizens. That's why we don't get the same rights. We don't get the same constitutional rights. Another word for constitutional rights is amendments. We don't get them same amendments, constitutional rights that they get for that reason, because they don't see us as citizens. We're denizens. Just wanted to point that out. Let's get back to it. All right. Did you finish all that? You still got some left?
No, I read all of it.
You read all of it. Okay. Let's get to the next thing. All right. Here it is, East St. Louis. I know a lot of y'all hear about East St. Louis, and as you can see, East St. Louis is in Illinois. It's not St. Louis, like everybody be thinking when they hear this.
On the border.
Right there on the border, though. You go right across the border, you can go right into it. But this
heavily
is East St. Louis.
Populated.
Heavily black. And it's still rough as hell.
Yes.
Still rough as hell to this day.
Used to be a lady that just retired of the nation at one point.
Damn right. I know a lady that's from there that moved to Akron with her husband probably 25, 30 years ago, right?
Yeah, I was in the Navy with a guy. He was white dude. He was the only white dude in the whole high school.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
and they don't, she said, they're on the one side of town, the white folks. And she said, all of us is on the other side of town. And she said, believe me when I tell you, we do not go over there to their side of town. They don't like us. They don't want us over there. Don't even like looking at us. So we stay away. We don't want no parts of that. We just stay on our side of town and just don't even think about going over there, or you probably will never return. I'm dead. This is not a laughing matter. I'm dead serious. I said, okay, I got you.
You know, our school had an incident with them. We played them a few years back, and they had an incident on the field with them.
I think I remember that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yep.
That was crazy. So East St. Louis, this is a town right here, man. And see, there's still tension there because of what happened right here in 1917. East St. Louis, Illinois, right? Let's go into this one real quick. Thousands of what they call African Americans, that's the tribe of Judah, migrated to East St. Louis, Illinois to work in World War I era factories in the spring of 1917. And of course, white laborers at the aluminum ore company went on strike, leading to the hiring of hundreds of black people and escalating racial tension in the city. Ain't that what's going on right now today when you see that with Mexicans? You got people go on strike because they don't want to work because they complain about how much money they want to make, much more money they want to make. So they said, we'll just pay this, these Mexicans $2-3 dollars less than what we paying them, and they'll just do the job and won't complain, right? Well, this is how they used us at first as well. Us black folks, when we came in, we were just looking for work, looking for something to try to do. This is, back then, it was hard for us to make it. You understand? It's kind of still like that a little bit now, just not as bad. So on July 1st, 1917, a white Ford drove into a black neighborhood and began shooting into homes. See that? Drive-by has been going on a long time here, and they want you to think it's the Bloods and Crips that started this mess. No, we learned this from our damn oppressor. You understand? Bloods and Crips learned this from our oppressors, that damn white man. The white man is the devil the Bible speak of, as you can see with all these stories. July 1st, 1917, a white man in that Ford drove into these black neighborhoods and began shooting into homes. Black residents of the neighborhood armed themselves and fired into another Ford car coming down the street, killing 2 men inside. The second car turned out to be police officers who come to investigate the shooting. The following day, an angry white mob poured into the community and began brutalizing black folks. You understand? All these black people over several days. Some people were lynched, others were beaten to death, and the neighborhood was burnt to the ground. Hear that, Tulsa, Oklahoma people out there? It wasn't just in Tulsa. I showed you all the different cities on that chart. East St. Louis, of Illinois just so happened to be one of them. And check this out. 4 years before Tulsa happened. This is in 1917. Tulsa was 1921. Rosewood was what, 1922 or was it 1920? One of those. Yeah. We have to look back at it.
Yeah.
But this is the type of things that was going on. Survivors of the massacre used old doors to make a raft to get across the Mississippi, to get across the Mississippi River to get to the St. Louis side. Just like you heard Bacchiar say, this is just right across the river. You understand? Just right there. It's right there, that close. But they use a door as a raft so they can get on it and get across that damn river to get from being lynched by these white mobs over there. So as you can see, man, never trust thine enemy, especially when they try to do a treaty with you to say you can stay on that side of town. We're going to give you some jobs in the factory, but you get too big, we taking you out of here. So they don't tell you that part.
Just to piggyback off of that, sir, the event here is what spearheaded unions across the nation. Unions started popping up because of this, because these companies were going on strike and be hiring these black people, and they hired these black people in there because the white people were on strike. So to prevent us to get jobs like that, unions were created. And the hypocrisy of it is called, the unions are called brotherhoods, but there ain't no brotherhood in the union.
At all.
At all.
None.
And
There's always some kind of agenda.
I know it. I've been on both sides, union and non-union. There ain't no brotherhood in the union whatsoever.
None. And that's heavy what you said right there, because that is so true. Let's see what we got here next.
We got Washington, D.C., 1919. A black woman, Louise Simmons, reported being attacked by a black man on June 25th, 1919, which received little response from local newspapers. 5 days later, a white woman reported being attacked by a black man, prompting a media frenzy and the massacre of at least 39 African Americans. While 100 police officers looked for the man who attacked the woman, soldiers who had recently returned from World War I were brought on in the search by the chief of police at the time. Hundreds of black men were rounded up, detained, and some imprisoned.
That's heavy, man. And they still to this day call Washington, D.C. Chocolate City. Am I correct about that?
Chocolate City.
Chocolate City.
Chocolate City.
See, and Backyard know all about that. I know his rib was down from down in that area, that DMV area.
On that too, the birth of my ribs people is Wilmington. So that all this is all full circle for me. Yeah, like we've gone to family reunions.
You might need to look at this class then.
Yes,
that's heavy. That's heavy right here. Yep. And see, our people need to understand too, like when it comes to us doing these classes, and I know, you hear us say this a lot, ISUPK. When we be at camp, you hearing us talking loud. We some good-sized brothers. We some rough-looking brothers to certain people, and people get intimidated by us. You understand? But they don't understand. We love our people, man. Yes, we're ISUPK. We're the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under Commander General Yohana. But we love our people. Commander General Yohana love our people. All our generals, captains, officers, troopers, everybody. We love our people, man. Blacks, Hispanics, and the natives. And we are here to try to make us be free of all this madness that we're dealing with. We want us to come together up under the Most High and really get back into these laws, statutes, and commandments so that we can quit having stories like this. Quit having stories where we're getting taken over by this white man or any other nation. You understand? Know this. I know, Christians like to battle against us. They think we're after them and things of that nature. We only after the lies that you tell our people. And that's in any category with any people. If you lying to our people and leading us into a burning building, ISUPK is going to have something to say about it. And that's it. John 8:32 says, and you shall know the truth, and the truth will make you free. We are out here to make our people free. Get out of these lies, get out of this stuff we've been asleep with out here, and come on, just wake up, man, and come on back up under the Most High. And the ISUPK is the best place for that. You understand? This is the home of the truth. You got other Israelite groups out there, but it's only one group that's the home of the truth, and that's the ISUPK. You want to get away from some of these? The way you do that is getting in here with us. Let's see what we got next. All right, you read DC. Let's see what we got. All right, Memphis, Tennessee, and hang in there with us. We getting towards the end of some of these stories. We got some other things we're gonna jump into, but just hang in there with us. Memphis, Tennessee, in 1866. Following the end of the Civil War, a mob of defeated white people in Memphis led an unprovoked attack on black residents. 46, mostly Union veterans, were killed in the massacre, and at least 70 people were wounded in the attack. The mob destroyed all 4 of the black schools that had been built and 12 churches that were built or under construction. Destroyed them before they even got going. That's heavy right there, man. That was back in Memphis back then. So this is heavy. You see, it's the same story, man. We're not allowed in their eyes to prosper and do great things and come together where our dollar start to be more than what their dollar is. If it does, then these types of things is what they do to us. It's been proven time and time and time again. And just think, these ones we read through, these is only 10 stories that I put down for our black folks. You understand? Let's keep going. Wait, hold on, did I skip one?
No, Clinton, Mississippi. 1875. On September 4th, 1875, over 2,000 formerly enslaved black people gathered for a political rally on the former Moss Hill plantation grounds. The rally was to get the new eligible voters excited about their access to the ballot and included Republican and Democratic speakers.
Mm-hmm.
In the crowd were also members of the White Liners, a white supremacy group formed in nearby town of Raymond, Mississippi. A white man heckled the Republican speaker, former Union officer H.T. Fisher, for telling lies. An argument ensued, and the White Liners opened fire on the crowd, killing at least 5 black people, including 2 children. Diabolical. The violence continued for weeks, leading to the deaths of an estimated 30 to 60 black Mississippians.
See this? We should never get no questions from white folks.
Why?
Especially those stupid ass questions like, why do you guys have to have a BET network? Why does it got to just be all black? Why do you guys got to have a Black History Month? Like this, or you don't see it? I think they already know what the answer is before they even come out with these stupid questions. You have destroyed us for time and time again. You are a master deceiver, which is why you constantly are called the devil by us. Because that's what you are. You're the damn devil. This is Chicago, Illinois, 1919. You see all these years be real close by each other, too.
So we got 3 of them this 1919.
1919. Check this out. Chicago, Illinois. As the Great Migration fueled Chicago's black population boom, the need of adequate housing became a touchstone for racial tensions in the city. On July 27th of 1919, a young black boy was swimming in Lake Michigan and eventually drifted into the whites-only section of the water. Diabolical as hell. White swimmers stoned the boy, who shortly drowned. Police didn't even make an arrest in the drowning. Even after witnesses identified a man they said was responsible for the boy's death, rumors about the incident swarmed the city, prompting 13 days of violence between the white and black people in the city, despite a militia being deployed in response to the violence. As you can see, these same stories keep on going and going and going and going, and it's the same result. It's the same reason. I mean, killed for being black, basically. That's what's going on here. Unalived for being black. This is what's going on. Let's keep going. And we forgot about our Hispanic brothers and sisters. We're going to touch up on some of this right now.
Hispanic massacres, such as the white man unaliving Mexicans because he wanted them out of Texas. La Matanza, the massacre of the slaughter, and the Hora de Sangre, Hour of Blood, was a period of anti-Mexican violence in Texas, including massacres and lynchings between 1910 and 1920. In the midst of tensions between the United States and Mexico during the Mexican Revolution. This violence was committed by Anglo-Texan vigilantes, I should say, and law enforcement, such as the Texas Rangers, during operations against bandit raids known as the Bandit Wars. The violence and denial of civil liberties during this period was justified by racism. Ranger violence reached its peak from 1915 to 1919 in response to increasing conflict, initially because of the Plain de San Diego by Mexican and Tejano insurgents to take Texas. This period was referred to as the Hora de Sangre by Mexicans in South Texas, many of whom fled to Mexico to escape the violence. Estimates for the number of Mexican Americans killed in the violence in Texas during the 1910s ranges from 300 to 5,000 killed. At least 100 Mexican Americans were lynched in the 1910s, many in Texas. Many murders were concealed and went unreported, with some in South Texas suspected by the Rangers of supporting rebels, being placed on blacklists and often disappearing.
See this? So this is to Issachar brothers and sisters, right? Mexicans. So this same thing happened to you guys. A lot of y'all who don't think y'all are brothers that be against us, and to our brothers, the black folks out here who be against, Mexicans and other Hispanics, we are all the same people. You understand? We come from the same place originally. We are all brothers and sisters. And as you can see, we get the same treatment here in this country. So it ain't just with the black folks. It ain't just with the Native Americans, as we talked about earlier in this class, with the reservations and whatnot. I wanted to bring out a lot of stuff that's going on with blacks, a lot of stuff going on with Hispanics for this reason, so people can see we all are the same people and we get the same treatment. That's it. Let's keep going. I know we're getting pressed for time. Right here, Hispanic massacres such as the Mexican Revolution. Look at some of these pictures right here, man. You seen this Mexican Revolution right here where some of our brothers in Issachar
got the sombrero
had to get together. Yes. Get that and stick together as a people just to try to fight off this white man. And you see some soldiers right there, and they up in the building right there, pointing down, trying to shoot at some guys that's trying to come after them. This is that part of that Mexican Revolution they was trying to put together, just in defense against this damn white man, man. This is crazy, man. Right here, you can see how this white man still wants Hispanics out of Texas and the U.S. to this day. These is recent pictures here. You can see they done just popped up on them. right? Took them out of their little apartments and stuff, packed up their toothbrush and toothpaste, their cell phone, their comb, even got a picture of a family member or something in the bag. And look at this. They got a little boy over here to the right, just stuck in a cage and got the nerve to try to treat him good by putting on a TV show for him in there. You got this man, you got this little boy in a damn cage, not knowing not knowing where the hell his mom or dad is. You just snatched him up and took him away and put him in a cage so you can put him somewhere down in Mexico where he ain't even probably from, you know. And what's crazy, he probably was born here in the United States. Shit is diabolical, man. Let's keep going. Look at this. White man still wants Hispanics out of Texas and the U.S. to this day. Like I said, you see this over here. This is father and son right here. Got their bags, just popped up on them. You know, told them you know we taking you away. You can't be here, even though this is their damn towns. This is crazy, man. Got a family over here to the right. You can just see the look of disgust on their face. You see a little boy right here. He even got an American shirt on right there. Diabolical. Now, right here, look what the white man is still doing to the Native Americans to this day. I'm going to point out a few things real quick.
Conditions on many Native American reservations, particularly in areas like the Pine Ridge Reservation, are characterized by extreme poverty, with per capita income at roughly half the national average, dilapidated housing, and limited infrastructure. Common visual evidence of these challenges includes abandoned, decaying buildings, burned out cars, and lack of basic services, reflecting a deep systematic economic crisis.
Heavy.
Key aspects of current reservation conditions: poverty in housing. Many homes are in despair, and some communities struggle with high rates of homelessness. Economic challenges. Unemployment rates are high, and median income on reservations is significantly lower than U.S. national average, $14,097 versus $41,994. Infrastructure issues. Reports indicate, as mentioned in the Reddit post, that some areas have poor roads, lack of access to clean water, and limited health services. Social and safety issues. High rates of crime, domestic violence, and issues with substance abuse are reported in some areas. And that's a common theme in most of our cities that we're heavily populated in. Flint, Michigan, water issues. Everywhere you go where we have the majority of people like us, it's always the same issues in each town.
Damn right. And it's heavy, man. And this is you heard me say at the beginning of the class, before I even went into anything, before we went into anything, I was telling you how, you know, they told the natives, get on that side of the Mississippi, we'll give you some little reservations and stuff like that. Well, look what's going on in these reservations. This straight homelessness, man. They got them living there like it's Skid Row in California. They're getting diseases and all kind of stuff. They don't have no hospitalization, no nothing. Women there are getting raped at a high rate. They're getting beat, getting raped because these people are miserable there. They don't know what else to do. They think they don't have nothing to look forward to. Nobody helps them. And so they start doing, hurt people hurt people. You understand? And this is what's going on, man. It's so much stuff. If they would just give them their own place, let them have their resources to do what they've always done, they will thrive better than anybody. Same with us. We will thrive better than anybody. Just leave us alone. Let us get our resources. Let us do what we do. Stay away from it. Stay out of it. Let us have our thing, our city or whatever, and do our thing, man. You'll see our dollar will start meaning more than yours. People will start doing business with us from other countries before they'll do it with you, as we found out in a lot of those countries we went over. So let's keep going. Get back to that. All right. Look here. White man still doing to Native Americans to this day. Look at that housing in the background over here to the left. Look inside the house right here. And these is like mostly like trailer parks. This is a little house over here on the left, a little hut type house they built right there. But then you got like this one right here on the right. You can't tell because it's just a picture in the inside. This is like a trailer park. You understand? Look right here. These is reservations. This is what this white man is still doing today to these Native Americans. They sleeping on the damn floor on the damn cement. Our Native Indians, brothers and sisters, man. Got this brother over here with the baby on his lap, just sitting like, damn, man, what can we do next? White man has destroyed Haiti as well. We ain't gonna leave that out. He destroyed Haiti.
The 1791 massacre refers to the initial brutal slave revolt, French Saint Domingue, now Haiti, that ignited the Haitian Revolution, starting with a secret voodoo ceremony led by Duddy Bookman, where enslaved people attacked and killed their masters, burning plantations and plunging the colony into civil war for freedom from slavery, a pivotal event that shocked slaveholders across the Americas and led to the world's first free Black republic. Key events of 1791. The spark of the night of August 21st, 1791, thousands of enslaved people gathered at Boy Cayman for a voodoo ceremony, taking oaths to fight for freedom, a moment seen as the true start of the rebellion. Violence erupts following the ceremony. Rebels rose up, killing slave owners, burning plantations, initiating widespread violence, a significant departure from prior revolts due to its scale and success. Shift in power. The rebellion quickly grew, with rebels controlling large parts of the colony by 1792, transforming the conflict from a fight against slavery into border struggle for liberation and independence from France.
See that? Independence from France. That's why they speak what is it? Creole. They speak Creole.
Yeah.
They speak that. Sapase.
Yeah, all that.
All that kind of stuff.
Yeah, right.
This is a broken French.
Right.
Because they were enslaved by the damn French. You understand? This is heavy. Now, right here, keep showing you, the white man has destroyed Haiti. Look at the significance. Catalyst of the revolution. You just heard Backyard reading about. This uprising wasn't just a massacre, but the beginning of the Haitian Revolution, as he read also. The only successful slave revolt in history that led to the creation of a free nation. So they had to fight for their own damn rights just to get free at one point over there. But now you see us back to craziness again. But we'll touch on that at another time. But inspiration and fear. It terrified slave owners throughout the Americas, but also became a powerful symbol of Black resistance and potential for self-governance, challenging racist ideas about Black inferiority. Long-term impact. The events of The events of 1791 set the stage for Toussaint Louverture's leadership, the eventual Declaration of Haitian Independence in 1804, and the permanent abolition of slavery in the new nation. So as you can see, man, they just been doing crazy stuff to our Haitians over there, man. See, white man still has destroyed Haiti. You want to pick that one up?
The question of responsibility for the destruction of Haiti is complex, with historical and contemporary factors involving both foreign intervention and internal leadership. Historical analysts highlights the roles of France and the United States in destabilizing the country, while others emphasize the impact of Haitian leadership.
Mm-hmm.
French colonialism and debt. France exploited the colony of Saint Dominique through brutal slave labor. Following Haiti's independence in 1804, France forced the new nation to pay 150 million francs, later reduced, in exchange for recognition, which created a massive debt and crippled its economy and development for a century.
Mm-hmm.
U.S. occupations and influence. The U.S. occupied Haiti from 1915 to 1934, controlling its finances, and rewriting its constitution to permit foreign land ownership.
Mm-hmm.
Subsequent U.S. actions, including support for regimes, have been criticized for prioritizing economic interests over Haitian stability. Internal mismanagement. The rules of Francois Papadat Duvalier is cited as a period of severe internal destruction, marked by looting, terror, and death of thousands of citizens. Current crisis. Haiti is currently experiencing a cataclysmic humanitarian crisis with gangs controlling much of the capital and significant displacement of the population. Mm-hmm. While external actions by foreign powers have heavily impacted Haiti's trajectory, the country's history is a combination of these international pressures and internal political challenges.
See that they did these people so dirty over the years that now they got these gangs and they just fighting for their life over there. They tired of this white man coming over there, these damn Frenchmen. Queen Elizabeth and them at one point was owning different parts over there. They sick and tired of these people coming over there and destroying them, taking away their livelihood. And look at this, man. You see these lines of people out here by these tents. They in line to try to get some food because people send food over there by the thousands over there, sending them by boat to try to feed our people over there, man. And you can see they don't even have housing. Stuff that's been destroyed, man. You got these people living in these tents right here, and they all right beside each other, sitting on top of skids. This is heavy, and this is rain, sleet, hail, or snow. This is what's going on over there. Now, they obviously don't get a lot of snow over there, but they get a lot of rain and bad weather, hurricanes and stuff like that hit over there. Sometimes different things go on, man. Look at this. White man has destroyed Haiti. Look at all that garbage, all that trash over there to the right. Got these people all on top of the doggone buses riding through there just to try to get from one place to the other, man. See how they can get something to eat for their family. White man had destroyed Haiti, man. Had people in these, it's like they don't even have like big time hospitals. These is basically like clinics. People laying over there beat up, gang wars and gang violence and stuff like that. You can see the UN deployed some troopers over there to try to maintain some type of safety and also bring food as well and try to keep the violence down. But this is the type of stuff that's going on over there. Now, why did these massacres happen to us? Let's let the Bible explain why. And we're going to hang in there with us. We'll get you guys out here in a little bit. You can check out, you can do all these scriptures, Bakiyar, and then I'll go ahead and break whatever down. But first, let's see what would happen had we obeyed the Lord.
Deuteronomy 28, chapter, verse 1. Yep. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, the Lord thy God will set thee high above all nations of the earth.
See that? Blacks, Hispanics, natives. This is Deuteronomy. Moses was pointing it out to us from the Lord himself. Had we do all that the Lord told us to, hearken, mean listen to all his commandments and do them, then we will have great things happen to us. This is him telling us this right here at the beginning. And then in verse 2, go ahead, Buckyard.
And all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
See, we'd have been super blessed. Anytime we come up with, that's our time. We can make it. We ain't got to worry about nobody coming in messing with us. Nobody killing, unaliving us. None of that type of thing. Just listen to the Most High. Follow these laws, statutes, and commandments as he told us right here. Moses tried to warn us through the Lord. He tried to warn us, and we didn't listen. So let's keep going.
We got Leviticus chapter 26, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Ye shall make you no idols nor graven image, neither rear you up a standing image, neither shall you set up any image of stone in your land to bow down unto it, for I am the Lord your God.
So what he's saying is, don't take no part in anything that we see these heathens doing, anything we see these oppressors doing. Like we over here in these foreign, strange lands, up under these oppressors, under this damn white man, you understand? We are not to partake in the stuff that he has going on that don't have nothing to do with the Most High. So the Most High gave us some rules and regulations called law, statutes, and commandments. We are to adhere to, stand by, and never walk away from, never depart. Go ahead.
Verse 2, ye shall keep my Sabbath and reverence my sanctuary. I am the Lord. Verse 3, if ye walk in my statutes and keep my commandments and do them. Verse 4, then I will give you rain in due season, and the land shall yield her increase, and the trees of the field shall yield their fruit. Verse 5, and your threshing shall reach unto the vintage, and the vintage shall reach unto the sowing time, and ye shall eat your bread to the full and dwell in your land safely. Verse 6, and I will give peace in the land, and ye shall lie down, and none shall make you afraid, and I will rid evil beasts of the land, neither shall the sword go through your land. Verse 7, and ye shall chase your enemies, and they shall fall before you by the sword. Verse 8, and 5 of you shall chase 100, and 100 of you shall put 10,000 to flight, and your enemies shall fall before you by the sword. Verse 9.
Had we done what the Most High told us to do, follow his law, statutes, and commandments, he will be right there rocking with us. He will be right there protecting us to the point that just 5 of us can take out thousands of people, make them run. They're going to flee us because they're afraid of us, because they know who behind us and who stand over us and protect us. Put that together with the Lord, we unstoppable. These are all things that he was going to give us had we stuck to the script. But go ahead, Buckyard.
Verse 9, for I will have respect unto you and make you fruitful and multiply you and establish my covenant with you.
Had we all listened to him. But now let's see what we were told would happen to us if we did not listen to the Most High and break his laws, statutes, and commandments. So we just went through a little rundown of what would have happened with us had we listened. But what would have happened if we don't listen?
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
But all these what?
curses.
All these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. I think we just ran through a bunch of massacres that happened to us. You understand? And I ain't even mentioned all of them. I mean, I ain't even go over all of them. We only went over a few of them, of all the ones you've seen on that chart. You understand? We went against him and we didn't hearken unto his voice. We didn't listen, is what he's saying. And so curses came upon us and overtook us, just like he said it would. Keep going.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 16. Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed thou shalt be in the field.
Were those cities, Bakiyar, that we went over? Was that Koufax a city?
Khan, that's a city. Khan.
Was Tulsa a city?
Tulsa is a city.
Was Chicago a city?
Chicago still is a city.
Rosewood.
Khan.
Those are cities?
Yep, those
this
are cities.
This said, cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field. Did you not just see our brothers, Levi, the Haitians, in the field? You see all that damn garbage? If that ain't cursed, I don't know what is. This Bible is the truth. It tells you the truth. This is the ISUPK, man, the home of the truth. Now you're seeing why. We're going to tell you the truth. We're going to show you the truth. Let's keep going. Let's check out some of the curses.
Okay. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 25. The Lord shall cause thee to be smitten before thine enemies. Thou shalt go out one way against them and flee 7 ways before them, and shalt be removed into all the kingdoms of the earth.
See, we've been scattered all around. We've been fleeing, trying to run away from them white mobs you was reading about in all them towns. Right? And we were smitten before thine enemies, just like the scripture said that we would be, because we didn't choose to listen. We didn't choose to stand as one up under the Most High as a group. You understand? Blacks, Hispanics, natives. We all are the 12 lost tribes of Israel who were scattered all around because of disobeying these commandments, man. So now we got to read through these curses here in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, just to show you that we was warned about this. We didn't believe it. So we went on ahead and did what the Most High told us not to, and look what's happening.
Yeah, forewarned. We were forewarned about it.
Forewarned.
Yes, Khan, that this was going to happen to us. Thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her. Thou shalt build a house, and thou shalt not dwell therein. Thou shalt plant a vineyard, and thou shalt not gather the grapes thereof.
So they're going to take your wife. Another man going to lay with her, and some of them going to lay with her and lay in her right in front of you. You understand? You're going to build a house and think you and your wife and your family going to dwell there. They're going to take your house from you. We see that going on a lot to this day. Miss one payment. They taking your whole crib.
Yep.
And then they're going to sell it for a whole lot of money. You understand? Thou should not even plant a vineyard and shalt not gather the grapes thereof. They're going to take your food, everything from you, because your ass chose to not listen to the Lord. Let's keep going.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thy hand.
Did you not see that little boy in that cage all by himself watching the TV? No parent around, no brother or sister around, just him in the cage. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people. Salakia, keep going.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 33. The fruit of thy land and all thy labors shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up, and thou shalt be only oppressed and crushed always.
See, we've been oppressed and crushed by this damn devil, and it's been happening always because we choose to not obey the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. We want to do these things that this oppressor came up with, right? Follow his little rules and regulations, and especially the ones that go against the Most High. And this is what the result is, what you've been seeing us go through, what we've been reading through all night long. Let's keep going.
Salakia, sir. Like you keep pointing out, this is happening in the 21st century. But these breakdown-wise is what was happening to us during slavery. So not only did it happen to us during slavery, it's happening right now in the 21st century.
And it's going to keep happening until we come back up under the Most High. And right now, these are the what is that we were saying? These are the curses that we're reading through right now. Before we get to the other scriptures about your enemies, you understand? These are the curses. Heavy.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whither the Lord shall lead thee.
See, we came here Israelites. Now that we here, we went through slavery, out of slavery. We've been blacks. We've been monkeys, porch monkeys.
Right.
African Americans, Afro Americans, nigger. We've been, you name it, we've been all of the above, right? We smell like fried food, right? All the stuff we get the questions. You guys put Crisco in your hair? I heard you say you put grease in your hair. They know damn well we don't put no damn cooking grease in our damn hair. But they just want to play us like we stupid because that's how they really feel that we are. You understand? So we become an astonishment where they can make fun of us. We become a proverb and a byword, you know what I'm saying? Among all these other nations. And it's a hot mess, man. Because we wanted to go against the Most High.
Chapter 28, verse 41, Deuteronomy. Thou shalt beget sons and daughters, but thou shalt not enjoy them, for they shall go into captivity.
And to never be seen again. That's heavy. Let's keep going.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee and overtake thee till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God to keep his commandments and his statutes, which he commanded thee.
Yeah, I ain't got to say that with that. That just told you right there. Keep going.
Chapter 28, verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
Forever. Keep reading.
Deuteronomy 28, 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
Did you not just see our brothers Levi, them Haitians, in lines getting food? We had to go to that white man to get this food and get them bottles of water, right? In hunger and in thirst and in nakedness. We had to go to them to get clothes because we sleeping in tents because we have no housing, no food, no clothes. If you think the Most High is playing, keep on going against him and not listening. Let's keep going.
Deuteronomy 28, chapter verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from the one end of the earth even unto the other. And there shalt thou serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again, and there shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man
slave men and slave women. Slave men and slave women, and no man shall buy you. Put on ships, shipped to the four corners of the earth, in particular into here to the Americas, North, Central, and South America. We just showed you Hispanics got massacred against. Blacks massacred against. Haitians massacred against. Native Indians massacred against. We are all God's people. And he will show us that we his people if we just come back to him. Let's keep going. Let's precept to Leviticus to show you Israelites that God means what he says. And let's continue with the curses for disobeying Yahweh.
Leviticus chapter 26, verse 14.
Listen good.
But if ye will not hearken unto me, and will not
listen to me,
will not do all these commandments, chapter 15. And if ye shall despise my statutes, or if your soul abhor my judgments, so that ye will not do all my commandments, but that ye break my covenant. 16. I also will do this unto you. I will even appoint over you terror, consumption, and the burning. What's that?
Ague.
That shall consume the eyes and cause sorrow of heart. And ye shall sow your seed in vain, for your enemies shall eat it. Verse 17.
Now, just real quick, let me stop you there real quick. When you see this burning ague, I want you people to understand this burning ague today is known as malaria. You see people going blind and different things happening. They dying by the dozens. You see it a lot over there in Africa right now. They dealing with it. Well, the Most High had us dealing with it. This burning ague. That's malaria. That's what it was. That's what it is. So I just wanted to point that out to you real quick. This is how serious the Most High is with this right here. Let's keep going. Verse 17.
Verse 17. And I will set my face against you, and ye shall be slain before your enemies. They that hate you shall reign over you, and ye shall flee when none pursueth you.
Verse Nobody's 18. Coming to save you.
Verse 18. And if you will not yet for all this hearken unto me, then I will punish you 7 times more for your sins.
So if you don't listen to God, the Most High, Yahweh, he will punish you 7 times more for your iniquities, your sin, your transgressions. I just want to show you these things. Never trust thine enemy, especially over the Most High God. Let's keep going.
Amos chapter 9, verse 4. And though they go into captivity before their enemies, thence will I command the sword, and it shall slay them. And I will set mine eyes upon them for evil and not for good.
See that? This is heavy right here, man. Though they go into captivity before their enemies, there was I command the sword. So he gonna allow them to put that sword to your ass and slay you. And he will set his eyes upon them for evil and not for good. So keep playing with him. Let's keep going.
Jeremiah chapter 12, verse 7. I have forsaken mine house. I have left mine heritage. I have given the dearly beloved of my soul into the hand of their enemies. Jeremiah
he said he gave his own people away to the enemies because he turned his back on us because we turned our back on him. Keep going.
Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 4. And thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever.
I'm pissed off with you niggas. That's what he's saying. I'm sick and tired of giving you what I told you to do to stay in my good graces. But you keep choosing to go the other way. So you discontinue from your heritage. You understand? And you then kindle the fire in the Most High. He said that fire burning forever. He pissed off as hell. Keep going.
Lamentations chapter 1, verse 5. Her adversaries are the chief. Her enemies prosper, for the Lord hath afflicted her for the multitude of her transgressions. Her children are gone into captivity before the enemy.
And that's kind of self-explanatory right there. We decided to piss off the Most High with all these damn sins that we've been doing. So the children, talking about the children of Israel, all of us, blacks, Hispanics, natives, we had to go into captivity before the enemy. In other words, with the enemy. That's heavy. Let's keep going. We're getting close, getting to the end.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 12, verse 10.
Here's where the title come from.
It's a title. Never trust thine enemy. For like as an iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
See, you can't never trust the enemy because that wickedness gonna come out at some point. Even when he call himself doing business with you and doing some things, shaking your hand, smiling in your face, that sword coming through. Because like iron rust, so is his wickedness. Keep going.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 12, verse 16. An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he is imaginative how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find an opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood.
See, this damn white man ain't going to be satisfied with blood. He's not going to be satisfied with you just getting hurt. You understand? And begging him. He wants to see us unalived and out of here. You understand? That's the only thing that makes sense to him. Now, right here, thanks for everybody in this class. We just showed you why we should never trust thine enemy. You understand? And with that said, this is the part of the class where we're at the end. But before we leave, just as priests, we want to leave you with a little note, just something that we feel you should be doing in this world, really. And I'm gonna let the brother Bakiar say some last little comments or whatever he has, and then I'll say whatever, and then we'll go ahead and end. I'll get into these ISUPK announcements, security announcements, and then we'll go from there. So, brother Bakiar, what do you think about the class, and what do you think for the viewers watching, everybody in the chat? What's something you want to say to all the people out there?
Yes, Salaki, sir. It's the point that we've been driving home is we need to come into the truth, come into the ISUBK and be taught properly so we can get our people back to where we need to be in leadership. Because these persons is not going to stop. They're not going to stop unless we come back to the Lord.
Mm-hmm. And that's heavy. It is not. He said, the brother said something heavy right there. First of all, let's see in the chat, we got Sister Nadaba. She's saying, excellent class as usual. Most High in Christ, sis. We're just trying to do whatever we can to make sure our people stay fed, both literally and physically. That's what we have to do as priests. And so we respect that. We appreciate that, sis. But yeah, what the brother said is heavy. Keep on watching these classes, man. We coming to bring you something. This one went a little bit over. I tried to get us a little quicker, but this stuff have to get out. You understand? I have to keep showing our people what keeps happening to us And the most important thing is why it keeps happening to us. You just heard Preaching Officer Bakiyar say, we got to get back up under the Most High, man, on these laws, statutes, and commandments, or these curses are going to keep happening to us. Because you heard the Most High himself in the scriptures. He said, I'm going to turn my back on you, and I'm going to have a fire burning in me forever because you done pissed me off for the last time. I'm going to turn your ass over to them enemies, and they can do whatever they want to you. I don't care at that point because his back is turned to us. That's what he just said in the scripture. So hopefully you picked up on that. Hopefully it hit home why we should never trust thine enemy, and more importantly, why we shouldn't take on our enemies' customs over the Most High's law, statutes, and commandments, because this is where it'll get us, where these massacres was at. You understand? And we still having massacres to this day. We still have them. Still to this day. That will conclude that part of the class. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and get into these SUPK security announcements, and then I'll salute out, and then we'll get out of here. So let's go down here. This is the SUPK security announcements. We are the SUPK, started out on 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rules for new brothers and sisters. When a brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. If after 6 months, if a brother or sister has interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to the brother or sister. There's another 6 months which the brother or sister will court each other. After the 6 months period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, Numbers 18:21 and Malachi 3:8-10, which meant ma'asherah, which means a tenth in the Hebrew. 10% of every penny increase the Lord gives you, give to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocation. Of course, in March, we're going to have, I'm always getting, it's the Feast of
Purim.
The Waters. Feast of Purim is coming up. So we got that coming up. It's a 2-day thing. And of course, you heard Bakiyar say at the beginning of the class, we got the Passover coming up in April. He read over those events that we're going to have. And of course, the Passover is on April 4th, but we'll have events going on starting at April 1st. You understand? So get on there, your IG, on all your social medias, Telegram, Facebook, get to looking at the itineraries and see what's going on. And that's it with that. And of course, we got the Sabbath class every Saturday. That's another holy convocation that we have often. You know what I mean? Every week.
Every week.
Every week. If a brother wants to become a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, headband, or scarf. And before I salute out, let's see. We got, I see Naama Shah, my ribbon here. It's an excellent job, priest. Excellent class 2 with the hand claps. All right. The water. We appreciate it. Most High in Christ. All right. With that said, we're going to go ahead and salute out. Get my fat behind up. All right. Men of Israel, Imajim Shabbat, Imajim, Barak, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Barak Atah, Yajamata. Do a courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Imajim Shabbat, Imajim, Barak, Yahweh Shamar Alathan by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Yajamata. Class dismissed.